Hey there, I'm estate planning attorney Paul Rabelais, and in this video I'll change things up a bit and describe what it's like to design and implement your estate plan through my national estate planning law firm, America's Estate Planning Lawyers. So most of my 700 or so videos up until now have addressed the many different legal issues that people face when creating their estate and settling the estate of a loved one. Lots of videos you can find on my channel that go deep on issues related to wills, trusts, beneficiary designations, powers of attorney, probate, taxes, and much more. But I've been getting lots of inquiries lately from people across the country. They usually start with something like this. I've watched lots of your videos and I've learned a lot, but then they start asking questions like, Paul, will I talk to you if I work with your firm? Or, Paul, what states do you practice in? Or, Paul, what's involved if I decide to work with your firm to establish my estate plan? Well, this video will answer all those questions for people who are open to the idea of working with America's estate planning lawyers to get and keep their estate legal affairs in order. And I started this national estate planning law firm for a few reasons. First, the viewers and subscribers to this channel have contacted me from all over the country requesting that I help them create their estate plan. And so I set up the kind of entity with the lawyer relationships around the country that I have where we can help people all over the country. Second, it's now common for people to own property in multiple states, and it's really common that our clients have heirs who live in different states. So having a national estate planning law firm helps in those areas. So if you've gone in depth with an estate planning attorney and you have that peace of mind knowing that your estate legal affairs are in order, then fantastic and congratulations. This video may not be for you. But if you're like, geez, I'm not getting any younger and I've accumulated some assets and I've got to stop procrastinating and I need to work with a professional to get my estate legal affairs in order, then this video will at least give you our process on how we work with our estate planning law clients. So every day, a handful of people across America click the link that is in the description below. The link leads them to a questionnaire that I designed. The purpose is to allow you to request a no-expense initial Zoom meeting to start the process of finding out your most important estate planning objectives and start guiding you through the process of making those all-important estate planning decisions that will impact your family likely for many decades to come. The questionnaire also allows my office to do some pre-screening because your answers to the questions will start to help us determine whether we're a good fit for you and whether you're a good fit for us. When you submit that first intake questionnaire, we'll take a look at it, and then one of three things will happen. If we determine that the fit is just not right for you and for us, we'll send a polite thanks but no thanks email. For example, if you write in a text box on the questionnaire something like, my father died last month and my stepmother stole the entire Tupperware collection out of his house and I want to sue her to get it back. Well, that's just not a good fit for us. We don't handle any contested estate litigation. We aren't that kind of bulldog lawyers. Or if you say, my great aunt is going to the nursing home next week, how do we protect the $125,000 in assets that she has to her name? Again, not a good fit because for many reasons, we don't engage in that Medicaid eligibility planning where people try to make themselves destitute in order to have the government pay for all of their care. Now, a second thing that may happen when you request your initial estate planning design meeting is you immediately get sent back an email from my office with a link to my personal calendar with an invitation to have a Zoom meeting with me where we'll discuss your objectives and start putting together the framework of your estate plan. The requests for meetings that typically get my calendar link say something like, Paul, I've watched many of your videos and I've learned a great deal. I've accumulated an estate of a few $1 million, although estate size is not totally indicative of whether we work together. And I want to set up my estate to avoid the probate difficulties, avoid taxes, and make sure my unique family circumstances are addressed appropriately in my estate plan. It doesn't matter what state you're in, more on that later, but for now, if your objectives, desires, and estate makeup is a good fit, you'll meet on a Zoom meeting with me. Or a third thing that may happen when you request your design meeting is after we review the answers to your questionnaire, we're just not sure whether that fit is just right. Maybe you say, I want you to review my existing trust, answer all my questions about my existing trust, and I want to change my daughter's name in my trust to her new married name. Well, we're probably not the right fit for you. Our bread and butter is guiding people from start to finish who want to have an estate legal plan in place that enables them to leave that positive and impactful legacy to their surviving loved ones, either because they've never gone through the process before, or their current plan is either inadequate or it's decades old in a manner that requires a do-over. But quite frankly, if it appears that we might be able to help you, and if it appears that you would be agreeable to our terms, but we're not sure, then you'll likely get an email along with a calendar link for one of the other attorneys in our office. That helps us initially determine whether our firm is a good match for you. So let's say you submit your questionnaire requesting that estate planning design meeting. You get an email from us along with a link to my calendar, and you select an available date and time to have our Zoom meeting. You'll get another email with the Zoom link along with the date and time that you scheduled. Then I'll see you on the Zoom video meeting. We'll exchange our pleasantries and I'll find out more about what you want to accomplish. And then I'll ask you some questions and listen closely to your answers. Your answers to my questions will determine my next questions. For example, if you tell me that one of your adult children can't handle money, I'll ask you whether you want them to receive their inheritance in a lump sum, or whether it should be held in a trust after you pass away and doled out over time to that adult child. If you say the trust would be better, I've got several questions to ask as we design that future outcome. And toward the conclusion of our Zoom estate planning design meeting, I'll have a good idea of what you want that impactful inheritance to look like, and I'll know the simplest way to get done what you're trying to accomplish. Our clients really like that we let them know in advance exactly what the reasonable legal expense is for creating and implementing their estate plan. My goal is to put you in a position where you can make fully informed decisions about moving forward with the estate planning process. And once you say, let's get started, we'll walk you through the final design decisions, we'll gather family and asset information, and we'll start customizing all the necessary legal instruments to put your plan in place, which typically include wills, trusts, powers of attorney, healthcare documents, asset transfers, and more. And if you live in a state where one of our full-time in-house attorneys is not licensed, we'll have our co-counsel attorney who is licensed in your state review the plan we put together as well as participate in compliance with your state's attorney rules of professional conduct. Once all of the estate legal documents are prepared, we'll go through a review and confirmation process with you. And then once we are all confident that your estate plan has been designed in a way that is 100% perfect for you, we'll send you your portfolio of estate legal documents with the Sign Here sticky tab so that you can get yourself in front of a notary and properly execute the documents. From there, we ensure that your estate legal documents and your asset descriptions get uploaded to the secure online vault that we provide you with, so that all important estate information is not only at your fingertips with the click of a mouse, but that person who will handle things when you can't or when you pass away will have access to all relevant decisions, asset information, and estate legal documents with the click of their mouse. And you'll have your own estate planning portfolio binder with the hard original copies of your estate legal documents. And then we simply stay in touch over the years in case there's some major change to your family circumstances that would warrant amending or updating your estate plan. Now, a couple of additional points. This is our process that works well for our clients that is in place at the time that I'm making this video. We're always striving to take advantage of technological and other advances to improve the estate planning services that we provide. So months or years after the making of this video, it's likely we will have tweaked or perhaps made major improvements to how we do what we do. Okay, enough of that, but at least this video can let you know what it's like to work with our national estate planning law firm, and at best, give you some confidence that you can and should take care of your family through estate planning. It's completely doable and pain-free. So if you're up for it, click the link in the description below, and perhaps I'll see you in an upcoming Zoom video meeting right there on your phone, iPad, or computer. Have a great day.